people are shot in downtown Louisville. In the background, the Pegasus Parade, the streets lined with families.
Hear from police and parade officials about the investigation and why the parade marched on.
It's their first show back in Louisville after a tragic accident. How the Velcro Pygmies are carrying on the memory of a former band member.
Calendar says May, but it felt a lot more like November today. Temperatures were stuck in the 50s all day long. Don't worry, a warming trend will take us into the 80s. I'll talk about that, plus update the chance for thunderstorms on Derby Day.
It's the third annual Derby here at Churchill Downs. Find out what crews are doing to prepare for Oaks and Derby.
Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight, everyone. I'm David Scott.
And I'm Adrian Flores. Gunfire along the Pegasus Parade route. Police say the alleged gunman, boys, just 15 years old.
WDRB's Carl Mann tonight explains why police say the public shouldn't be worried even after 2 people were shot. Carl?
Yeah, here's what we know at this time. 2 teens were injured in this shooting, a 14-year-old female, a 17-year-old male, but police telling us at this time their injuries non-life-threatening. Now, this all took place at 4th and Broadway. We're talking right in the middle, right near the parade route for the Pegasus Parade, right by the Brown Hotel. Now, this is an eyewitness account that was told to us. Take a listen.
And all of a sudden, you know, you heard these pop, 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 pops that definitely sounded like gunfire. You can see it called a lot of people's attention. Glad there wasn't big pandemonium at the time.
And this is video I took from my iPhone as we were running to this scene. A pair of ambulances leaving the scene. Police said the shooting took place at 6:30, and again, the area was packed with people that were watching the Pegasus Parade. Police said again that they got on scene quickly and they arrested 2 15-year-old boys. There was no immediate word on the charges that they face.
At this point, we really have no information on the motive. We do have reason to believe this was not a random act of violence between the 2 shooters and the 17-year-old male.
And what we're being told at this time that the 2 suspects knew the 17-year-old male, but that 14-year-old female appeared to be an innocent bystander. Again, just a case where senseless acts of violence broke out, and police telling us that they are still investigating this case. Live outside LMPD headquarters, I'm Carl Mann, WDRB News.
Thanks, Carl. Even Kentucky's governor weighed in on tonight's shooting.
WDRB's Travis Ragsdale picks up our team coverage with Matt Bevan's comments and explains why the parade marched on despite the violence.
Guys, I want to give you an idea of exactly where this shooting happened. This is Broadway right behind us. You see police cars behind us. Those don't actually have anything to do with the shooting. They're actually helping the folks get the bleachers out of the road here. So this is Broadway right behind me. This is exactly where that shooting happened. I spoke to a homicide detective who said where the victims were found were somewhere right here along this sidewalk, maybe 15, 20 feet from the actual parade route. I've received a number of questions from people wondering exactly why the parade was not stopped when this shooting happened. We've reached out to the Kentucky Derby Festival for comment, but we have received only the following statement. It says in part, quote, "We depend on our public safety partners who did a great job containing this isolated incident. Safety and security is always our first priority, and it's why we work so closely with LMPD and many other agencies." That statement did not say why the decision was made to continue on with the parade, but Chief Conrad did briefly address that issue.
The officers who were on scene were able to contain the crime scene without needing to stop the parade. As a matter of fact, their focus, their energy, their attention was on controlling the scene. We had other officers who were in a short foot pursuit trying to get the suspects in custody, which happened quickly.
Governor Bevan also tweeted about the incident, saying, quote, "Sad that a beautiful day at the Pegasus Parade was marred by senseless violence. Thank God all will live, but when will we wake up and stop this?" End quote. Now, we're told by LMPD that there will be 1,100 officers, just about the entire force, working the next 2 days, both Oaks and Derby. Again, police say that this is an isolated incident and they don't expect any carryover, but 1,100 officers will be working to try to prevent something like this that happened today happening again. We're live at the intersection of 4th and Broadway. Travis Ragsdale, WDRB News.